Merry meet, and welcome to vlog 17, Spring Equinox. Now, if you remember from my last vlog, I planted some flowers that I'd let wilt a little bit. I'm pleased to say that this is the very next day that I filmed them, and they picked up beautifully once they had been planted and well watered. My garden's really coming alive now, and it's lovely to see the lovely hyacinths all out in bloom. Also put a couple of clips here of the strawberries and clotted cream hot cross buns that my husband treated me to. Personally, I don't mind just the ordinary hot cross buns, but he loves to experiment buying different flavours when he sees them. This here is what my altar looks like for the spring equinox, or Astara. Lots of lovely druid's eggs on there, some lovely white tulips just to freshen it up for spring. I like sort of adding and taking away little bits depending on the seasons. Now, these clips here are of something that is really precious to me, and it's so lovely that it actually arrived on the spring equinox this year. This is a little charm that I ordered online from the company Milky Way, and they make some of the most beautiful bespoke jewellery using well, they can use different things, mainly obviously the name Milky Way, they use breast milk, but they can also use little bits of hair and other little trinkets and bits to include, so for example, loved ones' ashes if they've suddenly passed away and you want to make a piece of jewellery. With that they can do all sorts, but they particularly specialise in making jewellery out of breast milk. This video doesn't do it justice. I've got some better pictures on my Instagram if you want to check them out, but this really means the world to me because I really struggled with breastfeeding, and I'm so glad that I've had the chance to breastfeed my son, having not managed to breastfeed with my daughter. You know, breastfeeding's really, really hard. So is bottle feeding, but yeah, I just wanted to treat myself to that. Here is a little clip of my son. He's doing really, really well. He's 5 months now. Would you believe it? Absolutely thriving despite being born 5 weeks early. So on the spring equinox I decided I've been trying to do a lot more walking lately. So this is me walking down the village to pick my daughter up from school. And then we decided that we would make, as it was spring equinox, we'd make a carrot cake. This is about her, how many eggs did we put in the cake? Can't remember. Yeah, she's tried cracking eggs before, but yeah, she's not quite there yet. She just about got there with the last egg she did here. And yeah, crushed up some walnuts to put in there as well. I'll try and write the recipe for this carrot cake down below. A lot of recipes call for adding a little bit of citrus in it. Personally, I try and avoid citrus for a few different health reasons, but yeah, so it hasn't got any citrus in it. It does have walnuts in it though. So just here, just adding the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. This turned out really, really nicely, as you'll see in a minute. Always fun baking with children, isn't it? I think so anyway. And again, I always bake in pounds and ounces, as that's the way that I was taught growing up. Lovely golden cake. I did chop a little bit off of the top when it came to icing it. I didn't actually get any footage of us icing it. It's my mum's old cake tester that I used there to check that it was cooked, which it was, thankfully. Came out clean, except for the odd crumb. And here it is decorated. The little chocolate carrots I actually got from the supermarket just to decorate the top, and some walnuts, and it's a cream cheese frosting that's on top of it. Really lovely, nice moist cake. Even my daughter liked it. She wasn't keen on the walnuts separately, but she loved the cake. Here is our dogs. That's Pixie sat up and Pippin. Pixie she's a poodle, Shih Tzu Bichon Frise cross. She's rather crazy. And here are our 2 boy cats, Knox and Onyx. Now Knox we were really worried about because he actually hadn't been in for a month, But thankfully he did come back the other night, so I made sure I got some footage of him. And I know lots of you love watching our cats. Here is my bleeding heart plant. It's actually a white bleeding heart plant, and I always know that spring is well underway when this starts popping up, because it literally disappears over the winter months. Well, autumn, winter, and when it comes up it always makes me so happy. Here is our son. He's, as I say, really holding his head up well now. It won't be long till we start weaning with him. This is actually some footage from Mother's Day. I'd much rather prefer experiences to gifts, so I asked my husband if he'd take me out to a shop in our nearby town called the Little Dessert Shop, and it was just really nice to get out. Any opportunity to get out as a family is lovely, and this in particular. So my daughter's there, she had some pancakes and things. Yeah. So I hope you all had a wonderful spring equinox and Mother's Day, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. Blessed be everyone.